Hey, welcome back, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the book, in my lab, doing what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Let's get this party started. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking, mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Excuse me. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to Maya, be true. All right, let me give you a few pictures right here. We got some pictograms going on. See these right thinkers? Let's talk about Netter and the Tree of Life motif, aka I'm gonna give you the ABCs on the Tree of Life motif, and then I'm gonna take you to the Kabbalah Tree of Life from 1200 ACE. This is Egypt. This is Christian. This is Buddhism. Okay, all three tree motifs. Right. I got three more for you. Next page, I'm going to show it to you now. It's 6 in total. Hence A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? A was Egyptian. B was the Christian apple tree, Garden of Eden. C was the Buddha tree. And we got here D is another Christian Christmas tree, which is forbidden. Then you got E, which is the caduceus of staff of Tahuti. Then you got F, which is the Indian concept of the Kundalini tree of life in the man. And according to the Kabbalah, they say that their tree of life, where they use spears, is in the body of man also. So they got the same concept of the Kundalini with the chakras. They said we got one too. So let's talk about that right quick. Break that down for you. Hope you get a better understanding. I just showed you the picture of A. And A with the picture of ancient Egyptians' tree of life goddess. That was Nut. She would take care of you, and when in your life, she reached down and bring you up to her bosom, so to speak. That's what she did to Asar. And everybody who lived a righteous and fruitful life according to Maya, past the scales of Maya, would get taken up into heaven, so to speak. That's what Nut represents. That was the tree concept with them. B is the Christian tree of life, which has apples on it and a serpent. The tree of that had two trees in the garden, the tree of knowledge and the tree of good and evil, whatever. But that's the tree that they show you now with the serpent. Now, if the serpent told you something that was true about your God, and when God found out that y'all got the truth, he punished you and the serpent. What that say about your God? I don't worship that one, so I don't know about that one. I don't have a clue. But that's the Christian concept. That's what they tell y'all. Okay, so she ate the fruit. She did wrong. Yeah, they got kicked out. All right, good story. Literally happened? No. figurative, okay. Metaphorically, fine. Allegorical, ain't got no problem. Literally, ain't biting. Moving on. The Buddha. The Buddha trace that he sat down and he was rich. Born with prince, all he could have. And his father tried to shield him from anything that was bad or negative. It don't work that way in life. So when he figured out all the bad parts about life, he wanted to try to help. So he went and sat up under the Buddha tree until he became enlightened. Hell, I've been reading books and running around here spending all my money getting all this information to become enlightened. If I knew I could just sit up under a tree, I'd be a tree sitting somebody. But no, philosophically, that's what he did. Okay? And he reached enlightenment because his desire to do and be was so strong that it drove him to do everything that he's supposed to do to get what he needed for himself, which is knowledge. Then we go back to the Christians with this Christmas tree. Y'all deck it up with ornaments. I think he said something about don't do that. Y'all worshiping Nimrod. Okay. I got all the Christmas history. I don't waste my time trying to spare that to y'all. It's a waste of time. Okay. So y'all Christians, y'all follow the philosophy. Y'all got a dogma. Moving on. I ain't got a problem with that. Next one you got E, which represents the caduceus, a staff of Tahuti. It's two serpents representing duality, even in serpent form, the Kundalini. We do it different. We call it serpent power. Twin serpents. Okay, they're one looking like two. They really one. One represents mortality. One represents immortality. Then India's got Ida and Pingala. Okay, and the staff represents Asar for that concept. He's the male part. That's the male phallus. At the top, he's God. He's Ra. He got the sun disk. And he has his wings, meaning he can ascend. The spirit have wings to, like Red Bull, wings, get you fly, well you can ascend, conceptually. And then you had F, which they show you the body with the 7 dots in it. Those are the chakras, and it's also the Maya ring of 7 philosophical concepts. Masonry, they got Royal Ark, Red House, 7 liberal arts. That 7 is a good number, okay? A mystical number, this thing. But this is the whole idea about the Kundalini I just showed you. And the staff of Caduceus is the medical sign that we use to this day. Moving on. Now let's get into the Kabbalism, the Jews, whatever. The Kabbalism and its relation to the ancient Egyptian tree of life motif. Remember, they use spears. Okay, little spears they call them. Okay, we use the chakras, we call them little wheels. Okay, same concept, but they got them. It's 10 of them for them. All right, let's go see if I can break this down for you right quick. Kabbalism and its relation to the ancient Egypt. Now they patterned their stuff after us, put it the way they wanted it. It's okay. I got a problem with that. If you gonna take something from somebody, don't just take it and just don't change nothing. Well, sometimes they may change the face or they change the color, but you just can't. Come on, that's just not right. So yeah, add something to it. So I don't have no problem with them doing it the way they did it. That's my point. I ain't beat for that. The Kabbalah, spelled Kabbalah or Cabbaa. Your choice. The C and the K was synonymous. Okay, but now in ancient sacred science. Remember, this is the science that they got, that they use, of the study of creation in man and developed by the Jewish initiates. These are Jews. Its period of development spun from the early Christian era to circa 1200 ACE. That means modern time, okay? The similarities, here we go, of the Kemetic system, and again, they adopted that concept, put their twist to it, same way I took the Shita Netta, Smatawi philosophy, and twisted it and called it right thinking. Same way Bruce Lee took Shaolin monk philosophy and concepts, twisted and turned it to Kondo. Everybody can mimic and make something to their own once you master what they're giving you. First, you just can't make your own stuff up. You got to follow the guidelines. So the Kemetic system are notable, and watch this. Thus, they merit mention here. They will let you know where they got the concept from. And Kabbalism constitutes the mystical branch of Judaism and is therefore compatible with I just tell you, she taught Netta. That's what I know that. Calm down. And that's what I'm trying to show you. When you tell me that, I can roll with you now. I can understand everything they putting out. Why? It makes sense. I may have to agree with subscribe, but I understand it. Sorry. She taught Netta is compatible to it. An ancient Egyptian mystery system. In many ways, again, and the similarities are further explained. They're going to do that by the following. I hope you get this understanding. In the Bible, something I don't frequent, don't concern myself with, it is stated that Moses, this is where we're about to have a problem. They say that Moses is the Egyptian priest. Again, they say, I'm telling you. So what you saying? If they saying, I'm saying, what am I telling you? Read between the lines. Subliminal message here. Okay, dog, because I want to have starting a nonsense. They say that Moses, who wrote the laws and the guidelines for the Jewish society, that's what they say. I'm just going by what they say, was knowledgeable in all the wisdom of magic of Egypt. A lie. What? A lie. My teacher proved that. Dr. Ben. You could not have lived in Egypt during that time and not know 42 confessions of Ma'at. Moses gave them 10 commandments that God gave to him supposedly, so he wasn't relying on what he knew. Moving on. And he can't tell you something that he didn't know. He was an Egyptian priest. Again, emphatically. How many of y'all can correct AI? I could. We go back and forth on the regular. Why? Because he got wrong information. Y'all be giving bad information. We in the information age. I'm with that. But I'm real picky about giving any information that I don't know or I can't prove. So I can tell you he was an Egyptian priest. Moving on. That's what I'm trying. And y'all been writing this for years. I mean, for centuries now. And it's the same lie. Ain't nothing changed. It's the same lie. But when we become a collective consciousness, my next lesson coming up, what is that? That's what everybody realized. The damn lie! And become, oh, he woke up. I'm going to wake you up as best I could. I bust you upside the head with the truth every day. That's what I do for you. The similarities between the 10 Commandments and the 42 laws of Ma'at and the similarities with other scriptures will be noted upon simple comparisons. Nothing more, nothing less. The tree of life represents 10 aspects of creation, which is fine, which in turn represents 10 aspects of what? God. Again, not a problem. And the essence of what? Your human soul. Still not a problem with the Jewish Kabbalah concepts. I'm with that. As in the Egyptian mystical system, the Kabbalah also states that the tree of life is where? Inside you. Again, no problem. As long as you keeping God here, we here. You put God, no, my man, you got to go. Or I'm gonna go. One of us, we ain't here. Okay, so understand that, and I'm emphatic about that. But I be respectful and mindful, because it's all emotional. I could care less. Truth don't give two craps about emotion, and I'm giving you the truth. So yeah, I would give two craps about emotion. Excuse me. Truth don't care about emotions. Moving on. I got to wrap this up. I got to go now. I got to do some things to do. But let me wrap this up for you. The tree corresponds to what? Your increasing levels of involving consciousness. Raising your consciousness. Again, no problem with me. And at the chakras or the psychic energy centers or serpent power, whatever you want to call them, I understand. No problem. As in the Egyptian system of our philosophy, if the various levels as you rise up the tree of life are explored and what? Mastered by you practicing it in your daily life And your human will what? You will know the true name and the number of all that exists and have command of all your inner human forces such as love, hate, greed, passion. I can go on, stop there. But these are things that you want to have control over. They taught that. Again, no problem. This was our philosophy that I practice, I know. And what happens? You will know what? The names of spirits, aka gods and goddesses, and you'll know the 7 forces or powers. This is equal to the Egyptian teaching power. Again, I understand it. Further, upon reaching the highest level, they call it Kether. Okay, that's God. We call it Ra. Same thing, wrapping it up. Which is equivalent to the Egyptian Neter, Nebercha, Ra, Ptah, Amon, anyone, but we call them that. And the human will now what? Attain cosmic consciousness and reach what they understand it to be immortality conceptually. Why? When the physical body dies, the spirit has your head on it, your body is covered, you are conscious of who you are in the godly state. Ding, 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 you go home. Other than that, you get in line in 9 months, you be born again. Moving on. Now, in the Kabbalistic, in the Kabbalistic system, as well as the Egyptian, the same symbol. Watch this. The same symbol for the sun and the solar life force power is used is what? A dot surrounded by the circle. Ding, ding. Also known as a goddess Tit, aka Tifrit. Tipford, however they pronounce it. They got the same sign for God as we do. Signs and symbols, that was the first sign for God. Okay? Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to cut it short, but don't worry. Oh, I'll be back. I just got to make a run right now. Duty call. And then close it right there, because may y'all let it be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I never know that I'm the right thing, because honeydews have passed away.